Hello everyone, this is Logan Hanhart and I'm here to talk to you about demographics. First of all, what is demographics? Our book defines it as information about the characteristic of human populations and segments, especially those used to identify consumer markets. What does this really mean? Demographics are any criteria that can be used to identify one group of people from another group from a marketing standpoint. These can be criteria such as age, gender, income, ethnicity, and education. And why is this important to us? The main reason that we should be concerned with demographics is advertising and the ability to reach our target market. Today I'm going to discuss the first three of these criteria and give you some specific examples of how they are used in order to market to a specific audience. The first criteria I want to talk about is age. The age criteria can be divided into four groups. These groups are the baby boomers, which is anyone born between 1946 and 1964, Generation X, who is anyone born between 1965 and 1976, Generation Y, also known as the millennials, which consists of anyone born between 1977 and 2000, and Generation Z, which is anyone born between 2001 and 2014. It's important for us as marketers to understand these different age groups if we want to be able to effectively advertise towards them. The most common example of advertising differences between these groups is the easiest media outlet through which to reach them. It's easier to reach the baby boomers through media outlets such as newspaper and magazines, whereas it's easier to reach Generation Y and Z through internet advertising, especially that on social media sites such as Facebook. One specific example of this target media advertising would be life insurance. Life insurance companies such as Colonial Penn need to advertise through specific media in order to reach their target market. Advertisements for them can be commonly seen during daytime TV, especially during shows such as The Price is Right, Wheel of Fortune, and Jeopardy, because these shows tend to draw in that older audience that they're trying to reach. Lately, companies have been taking a growing interest in marketing towards generations Y and Z. The key reason for this is that this younger generation has a growing purchasing power that these companies want to capture. This growing purchasing power comes from these generations having a higher disposable income. This income is a result of more generous allowances, part-time jobs, being less reliant on their parents to make purchases, and a heightened media awareness. Another demographic that companies are concerned with is gender. Although it has become much more difficult to market on the basis of gender due to the loss of the stereotypical gender roles and the ever-changing line between them, companies can still take advantage of gender to market specific products. Some examples of this would be cosmetics and makeup that are marketed primarily towards women, as well as clothing marketed toward a specific gender. A less common example of gender-focused marketing comes to us from auto manufacturers. Auto manufacturers have been targeting men and women with different models of their vehicles. An example of this is the Ford F-150, which is primarily marketed towards men. You can see this in their advertising where they try to make the trucks look tough, as well as the times that they choose to advertise. Commercials for these vehicles can be commonly seen during Sunday and Monday Night Football, as well as other sports-related programming. In contrast to this, the more family-style Toyota Corolla is more commonly advertised during sitcoms and family-oriented programming. This is just another example of how companies can use demographics to reach their target market with their products. The last demographic I'm going to talk about today is income. Companies can target specific income levels based on a location's average household income. The IRS provides public data that companies can use in order to reach their target income level for the product or service they wish to advertise. You may be thinking, why is this important? Wouldn't a company want to advertise to all income levels in order to attract the most customers? In some cases, this might not be accurate. Some key examples of this would be loan offices and investment bankers. Loan offices are going to want to market toward the lower income and middle class areas where they can draw in people who need the extra money in order to sell their service. On the other hand, investment bankers such as Goldman Sachs are going to want to advertise toward the upper class and higher income areas. They want the people who have extra money to come to them and invest in order for them to capture that business. That's all I have for this presentation, but if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask and I'll do my best to answer them. This last slide contains the references where I got any outside information I used for this presentation.